Welcome back, everybody. How's that? Are you amped up? Did the SNF theme song by Stefenfu get you amped and ready for this? Marcus, we got another special treat
Hello.
in store. Check it out. Look at this. Look what we're loading into.
Yeah, I saw that. BartonPL versus Jeslin.
Woo!
That's great.
Nice. This is they played in the semifinals of Sunday Night Season 5, didn't they? And Barton 3-0'd him, didn't he?
Yeah,
So I wonder,
yeah, if I
I
remember
mean,
correctly.
Jeslin has had a lot of success since then. But I wonder if there's still a little chip on his
True.
shoulder over that.
I don't think so. I know Jesulin pretty well, and he doesn't take like losses too seriously.
All right, well,
So I hope things are.
we're just waiting to hop into this. We got Jeslin playing the Oster and Barton playing the Soviets. We got a VCO2 matchup on Longerskaya. Originally a community map by Michi, and oh, here we go. We're loading in. Mark, are you ready to do this thing?
I'm totally
SNF
ready,
fans,
man.
you ready? How about a clap in the chat? How about an SNF Marcus, SNF Ami? I'll throw one in there. Check it out. What? Just one for your shoutcasters. Bringing you the show today. Woot woot! Here we go. Together again. Two peas in a pod. Marco, I made a lot of fun of you while you were on the phone with your girlfriend. I hope you don't mind that.
No, it's okay, man.
It was Frederica, wasn't it?
Yeah, of course.
Yes, of course it was. Yeah, we knew. All right, guys, come on in. They're getting underway. We don't want you to miss a thing. Come on in with me. We are at 10 seconds, and we're on our way. So let's see. Let me check my overlay. Yes, I got lucky. I had a 50-50 shot. Let's turn off that fog of war. In the north of Longerskaya, playing the Soviets this time, we have our SNF 5 champion of the world. He won that sweet Alienware laptop, which he's playing on right now, Marcus. He's playing on it. Isn't that cool?
Cool.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's part of this experience right now, the sweet Alienware gaming laptop that Barton is using. And he's going up against our Alienware champ, Jesulin. And Jeslin's coming out with some early Ostrupen. That's a bit of a surprise.
Well, considering how strong they've become due to, sadly, ninja changes,
Ninja changes. What you talking about,
yeah.
Willis?
they got their armor increased to 1.2, so they have armor that usually other squads don't have, which means they are generally stronger than how they should be, probably, due to that. Because
Okay.
having armor means RNG when it comes down to damage those units, so it can always it can give them some advantage in the fights, and they're very cheap.
Okay, for those of you just joining us, yes, indeed, we are in the Company of Heroes 2 beta that is free to anybody that owns either the original game or the Western Fronts expansion. You can simply look in your Steam library, and there will be a new product item there called Company of Heroes 2/beta. It's 14 gigs. There have been tons of changes, one of the most significant of which is that the input delay when you're controlling your units has been reduced. Another massive change is that the cover dots have kind of changed, and you can really see where your units are supposed to stand. Look, even when I'm in no cover, I can see exactly where they're going to stand, and they do that. They go and stand there, and that's great. So you'll experience much greater control of your units. There have been a load of bug fixes, a load of balance changes. You can read the exhaustive patch notes that Cynthia released on the official forums 3 or 4 days ago. And the added bonus, the cherry on top of the cake, Marcus, we have a brand spanking new observer mode, which we are using right now to obs this game that is happening right now. That's groundbreaking, baby. Me and Marcus in an observer party all synced up watching a game that is happening as we cast it. We don't know who's going to win. Nobody does because it hasn't happened yet. Isn't this great? So yes, we are in the lap of luxury, folks. Company of Heroes franchise is experiencing true live observing, live auto match games in front of our eyes. These are the first days of what will be a long and storied career.
Oh yeah, I truly hope so, man. And I'm really glad today we were able to get so many good players fighting each other. So the way they play really helps us highlighting this feature
Oh yeah.
because they fight all over the place. So having the observer mode really helps us to highlight like in-game stats of how each player is performing, map control, their army compositions. We can check both the army compositions, and it's so good having this feature.
It's a hell of a load off my back, Marcus, because I don't have to be responsible for so much anymore. I know that you can always
Yeah.
see what's being built. I don't have to constantly go back to base and show you what's being built. You just look yourself and you see. Every unit that's being created will appear on the shields in the top left, so you guys never miss any builds. You know what's going on. You know what the compositions are going to be, what the strategies are going to be, and you can see which commanders they choose and which abilities they have and what cooldowns are hot and which ones are active. I just love it. It's a lot easier for me to show you a hell of a lot more. So I'm happy as a pig in shit. Let's not split hairs. I'm happy as a pig in shit, Marcus.
I am too, man. I'm so happy about that.
All right,
So-
talk to me about the game that's occurring. We got Barton
Yeah.
Soviets and Jeslin's Osttruppen.
So
How's it-
it seems
how's it going?
like it's going very well to Jesulin because he pulled out a strong strategy to counter the Soviets tier 1, which is using Ostrupen. He has 3 squads of Ostrupen and 2 MGs. This way he can really counter the M3 having Panzerfaust on his Ostrupen, and snipers will need a ton of work to force him to retreat.
Right?
'Cause
6-man
Ostrupen
squads
is
instead of
6-man.
4-man squads? Yeah, they're going to have to work a lot harder to get units to get off the field. It's not like the 4-man Grenadiers.
Yeah, correct. And you have a lot of map control with those cheap Obstrupens. That said, this allowed basically Jesulin to get a super fast half track. I have no idea if he wants to get tier 3 battle phase 2 and then make it like flame half track. But either the flame half track or the armored car here would really be a punch in the face on BartonPL at this moment in the game. It's less than 6 minutes. Barton has no real answer to counter that, and even picked the doctrine, the tank counter tactics.
Wait, who was lost? What happened? He lost an Osttruppen. Where? How? I missed it. Was it on the left? I missed
Yeah,
it.
I think it was.
He lost
it was
one.
Yeah, it's on the left near the strat point, which is just on the north of the munitions point.
Ah, here. Yeah. Oh, wow. Whoa. What hit him? Was it a... What could it have been?
Conscripts and combat engineers. He forgot to back that.
He just focused him down. Okay, well, Jeslin's elected to get the Sonderkraftfahrzeug, which I learned from my son. You have to pronounce it Sonderkraftfahrzeug. Sonderkraftfahrzeug. He was correcting my German the other day. Aiden did his first shoutcast, Marcus. Were you there?
I saw there, yeah.
He was sitting in my lap, and he was shoutcast. He's like, this guy's shooting, and that guy's shooting, and this guy's shooting. And everybody in the chat said he's better than I am. Thanks, guys.
It was such a genuine cast anyways. Because, when a kid casts, he always says the truth about everything.
All right. Well, I was going to mention that the Jeslin. I guess Jeslin's plan with the half track is to further amplify the effect of the 6-man Osttruppen squads. I mean, now those snipers, now it's more than just 6 guys. Now they're popping out of the trunk of this thing, and so he can just constantly reinforce in the field, and he can just retain his map control by reinforcing Osttruppen from the half track and making those snipers just do work. Now I wonder if
definitely.
the snipers they're getting less vet because they don't have. Let's see, one of them has 9 kills and no vet yet. Is that because they're shooting Osttruppen?
Yeah, because Ostrupen are worth less experience, and the experience you get is proportional to the cost of the unit. So since Ostrupen costs just 200 manpower, they give you a lot less experience than a Grenadier squad, or a little bit less experience than a Grenadier squad.
And what do you think Jeslin's going to make next?
At this point, he got a second Pioneer squad. Honestly, I would have gone tier 3 and get the flame half track because of the advantage he was able to build. But yeah,
What, you
he
would
has such a
upgrade
big-
to Flame Half Track? We haven't seen that in ages. That hasn't been very preferred by players lately. I would love to see the Flame Half Track back in effect. There was a period in Code 2 where it was just massive and everybody made it all the time. But then it got nerfed to Tier 3 and then we haven't seen it as much ever since. It would be nice to see it come back a bit.
Yeah, true. I guess Jesulin didn't do that because it doesn't know what doctrine Barton picked. So he's maybe expecting cards coming at some point. So he doesn't want to commit to invest like those 120 munitions and the resources to go tier 3. But I might be wrong because he's taking to battle phase 2 right now.
So Barton's gone this tank cutter tactic. So his conscripts have these crazy anti-tank grenades assault. What if they throw them against buildings? Does it just hurt the building or will it do a lot of damage to the squad inside the building as well?
Oh, that's an interesting
Good question, right? Nobody knows.
I've never tried
Hopefully they'll do it, and we'll find out. I guess Barton isn't thinking to do it, but yeah, we're not sure what effect that would have. So they have that in their back pocket if they want to try it. Yeah, Barton is definitely the kind of player to. I mean, he's experimenting with the new doctrine right now, so I'm sure he's trying all sorts of stuff that he wouldn't necessarily do in like a tournament game. This is a lot of fun watching these top players discover the new patch right in front of our eyes.
Yeah, actually, I really like the unit composition of Jesulin, and you can really see how Ostrupen can really fight conscripts, or at least way better than how they could before.
Yeah, look at that. That conscript squad got sent packing. It was a one-on-one, pretty clear. No assistance from any other squads.
The increased armor, and a few patches ago they even increased the damage to be like the one of Grenadiers. So it really impacts the way they perform once they are standing in cover. That's the only requisite.
These guys are really light-footing around each other. Barton's being super conservative with his snipers. I mean, against weaker players, we see Barton really shredding the enemy. But you know, he respects Jeslin clearly,
Exactly.
and he's being much more conservative with his snipers.
Yeah.
He's working behind this mine. That's very smart. This is combined arm tactics. Might not look like it, but these snipers are working behind the protection of that mine. A wonderful thing to do in both the original game and the new game. I'm still calling it a new game, Marcus. It's been out for 2 years. It's been out for 2 years.
Well, 1 year and a half, more or less. But yeah, it's not that new, but like, considering the way Relic is making changes, like, after big patches, it really feels...
It feels like a brand new game, doesn't it? Just the reduced input lag. If you guys haven't tried it yet, I highly suggest, you know, if old players who maybe were kind of meh about Code 2 have, you know, they're watching the stream, they're curious, you know, should I try it, should I not try it? Well, let me just tell you, the most important thing that has changed is the reduced input lag, and that is something that you will feel immediately. Your precision will just increase massively as you're controlling your unit. So I recommend that you do get in there and give it a whirl.
Definitely. And you can see that now Barton is...
it's the Marcus car!
But with conscripts. And
but with conscripts?
yeah,
how did they upgrade their gun? Is that from the commander?
Yeah, from the
PTRS package from the commander. Okay. So, all right. So that's not the Marcus car. We might have to call that the Barton car.
Yeah.
You guys should see he's like maybe. What's up, Marcus? Sorry, I just went to webcam real quick there, Marcus. Surprised you, but you should have seen his gestures.
Oh. Also, but Jesulin has done a surprising move. We got an Austrian at 12 minutes.
Oh, sweet.
Barton has nothing to counter that. Not even,
love it.
Even the conscripts.
He's licking his chops. He can't wait to get into action.
And man,
well, he does have those crazy 18 nades. I wonder if he'll try throwing some of those. I mean, Barton's got...
You still have to aim, so it's not like targeted like the normal 80 grenades. You have to aim pretty...
Yeah, it's a skill shot. But, I mean, he... Yeah. Okay, whoa, the Osman is closing on the snipers. They retreat immediately. Oof. And let's see if the Osman can chase him down. And I'm very excited to discover how effective the conscript PTRS package is against this massive anti-infantry tank. And look, how did this hole get cut in the hedgerow?
Oh, it's a new addiction.
Oh, that's a map change?
Yeah, but not done now.
What? Oh, and then
Well,
this MG covers it. Okay, crazy. Okay, yeah, I noticed in the patch notes that certain maps had been changed. Well, what's the
they
point of
added
that
this
hole,
one.
though?
They added this one because of how hard was the northern cutoff. So if the southern player could get that cutoff, it was just too hard for the player in the north to get it back. So they added an extra entrance, or not really, exit for the northern players to like kind of start a flanking maneuver
I see.
and
Okay.
and like get back into and get back that cutoff.
All right, well, we're witnessing some sick unit preservation by both teams. Barton's putting up tier 4. Interesting. You think he's going to try to pull the SU-85 out?
Yeah, I think so. He still doesn't have enough resources for that, so we might see an SU-76 because he needs something to counter that Ostwind.
So the Ostwind's, I don't know, the Ostwind's been protecting the northern flank, but he hasn't really been in the meat of the action yet. He wasn't able to kill any of the snipers. We haven't seen him engage conscripts yet. Finally, this might happen. The conscripts by the center VP might try to use their PTRS against the Ostwind, and let's see how it fares.
Yeah, Barton is preparing. He's using that conscript squad on the right on the left. To
Oh
attack
man,
the
they got
Ostwind.
shredded. Did they even get to shoot? Okay, this conscript squad is shooting, and look, they're doing a bit of damage, but the Ostwind is dealing too much damage, and those two conscript squads just could not handle it.
Oh yeah, definitely. And props on Barton because he doesn't have an hard counter to that Ostwind, and he's still holding the field, using just those conscripts. And maybe he will save resources and wait for the SU-85. Of course, this means waiting at least for one extra minute. Oh, he lost the M3. Damn.
That M3 was on the field for so long, though. I was impressed that it lasted that long. You knew that the Ostwind was going to get it. It was a very nice Faust by the Osttruppen in the on the right-hand side of the field to set it up.
Yeah. So I think Barton at the end took the right choice, not going for the SU-76 and waiting, because Jeslin is building a Panzer IV. So
Oh yeah, sure is.
70 would have not been enough. Definitely not enough. So what Barton needs to do is try to spread his units so that the Ostwind has to focus on just one of those.
Oh, the Ostwind's laying in fire on the snipers. Look at the splash damage. The snipers retreat. The conscripts retreat. They're getting pummeled, man. Barton's suffering some real manpower hurt by this Ostwind. It's already killed 13 infantry, and it hasn't been in that middle fight that long. Wow, a nice mine. Almost takes out the Osttruppen squad. You saw it's down to one man, and look at that. Jesulin doesn't even hard retreat. He just walks back to the Sonderkraftfahrzeug to get more guys.
Yeah, and look at the amount of munitions Jeslin has in the bank. That's huge.
440, yeah, he's sitting on it. What do you expect him to do with it?
Oh, he will probably get, as long as he gets railway artillery, he will probably try to rush Barton's base and pop it on his HQ.
Look at this. The Ostwind's happy. Retreating squads all around it. That open canopy's just spinning and shooting and killing. Jeslin's upgrading the turret MG on his Panzer IV. The Panzer IV and the Ostwind give a little high five as they completely dominate the northern part of the map. Jeslin will be able to recap that fuel. And, this is similar to the last game. Once again, we're seeing Barton in the north just kind of backed in. Where is my luck? He's throwing his arms up in the air. Can't seem to make these new doctrines, these new commanders work for him yet. He's once again on the back foot.
The tank counter tactics is is designed to work better in team games than 1 versus 1 because you don't have like strong collisions or special abilities that are good in 1v1. So I don't know if in a versus Jeslin, I don't think it's really the best choice. Wow.
More
Did that
squads.
conscript squad go down?
Yeah, they got wiped by a P4 shot. Okay, the SU-85's on the field, and this is, once again, like Barton's last chance. It lays in a wonderful round against the P4 as it kind of turns, and not a second round in. The P4 is hurt. He's got quite a hard point here, though, with Pioneers just ready to repair it, and everybody's backing into the hard point. Will Barton be able to take advantage of those 2 huge rounds laid in? We'll see as his infantry moved out.
is getting another conscript squad to like replace the one he lost. And I think like if Barton is able to hold a little more, he will have that combination of the SU and snipers and the PTRS from guards, so you might have that a strong combination to fight both infantry and tanks. And it will be a bit hard for Jesulin to hold the ground, especially when the snipers start to gain like vet 2.
Yeah, these snipers have been getting tons of kills. They don't show it in vet, but 22 and 27. He's got almost 50. There's the 50th kill by those two snipers, and with those still alive, this reminds me of the original Ultra KOTU strat, right? Snipers and SU-85 back in effect. Yeah. Many patches later. That SU-85 almost took out the half-track, but couldn't quite get the kill shot in. Barton is pushing forward. He's looking to cap that center ammo. And, you know, look at this top player harassment. I just love it. Barton capping all across the map, even with weak squads, while this main fight is happening. And that's the mark of truly skilled players that can multitask in various areas.
Definitely, yeah. Jesulin is getting a second P4, so he wants to get like probably when he have those 3 tanks, he will try to rush that SU-85.
No, I can't wait. I can't wait for that moment.
Yeah, me too. Like because if he waits too much, he's not gonna be able to to stand long enough. If a second SU-85 is cold.
Yeah.
Then for Jeslin, things get way harder.
Oh yeah. All right. Well, this is game on, folks. You guys are witnessing a treat. I thought Jeslin was really comfortable before, but Barton has clawed back in, and we're at like a mid-game reset at 20 minutes. This one is becoming too close to call. A very difficult fight and a long front line across the middle of Langrskaya. SU-85 using its range. Barton moving forward with his PTRS upgraded conscripts. There's something new. And he's given line of sight on these Axis tanks. But here comes the second P4 now for Jeslin. And will he go for the balls out rush that Marcus has predicted? The Austrippen are moving in on the snipers, but the snipers have already... what happened?
It's happening.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
Oh, great 18 Oh, man. This could turn very bad for Jeslin.
One P4 has to back out of the action. The second P4 has a crit engine. Both engines are hurt. The tanks are in trouble. The Oswin is going in. The sniper might get picked up by the Oswin. Okay, one sniper's down. Other sniper's down. SU-85 is down. Looks like Jeslin's going to pull it off. He loses one P4, but the other P4 escapes. And here comes something off map, something wicked. What is this? This is going to be railway artillery support. But that has a very long wind-up time, and it looks like Barton's going to be able to move out of the way. We get to watch some nice fireworks, but I think that was a great attack by Jeslin. He preserved 2 of his 3 tanks. He took out both snipers and the SU-85. Jeslin with a very powerful push.
Definitely. He lost the half track too, but overall, since he has the majority of the map in his hands, he gained more than what he lost. And now Barton doesn't even have the resources to get another tank on the field. He needs to wait at least 1 more minute for that, which means that in a minute, Jeslin will be ready to go like an hashtag or prepare to call another P4. So I don't know. I think that move from Jesulin was really well executed.
So one thing Barton's good at is when he doesn't have the fuel for something, he always keeps his manpower low. He's like the best at not floating resources. He put his manpower into a new sniper squad. Isn't that hilarious, Marcus? the 22-minute sniper squad. I bet he's just kicking himself though for not retreating. That's from not really having played enough lately. You know, like if he was in tournament rhythm in the middle of an SNF season, he would not have lost those snipers. But he just, you know, the pressure moment started happening. He was trying to save his SU-85 and keep it facing the enemy tanks, and he just lost track of his snipers. And, you know, him losing both of those vetted snipers was probably more important than losing the SU-85.
Yeah, I definitely agree with that. Uh, and right now, I mean, like, if he kept those neighbors alive at least, he had a chance to try to regain map control and by forcing him Jesulin to retreat. But right now, it gets tricky because even if now he's getting a second Su-85, he doesn't have the infantry forces in the form of snipers to back the Su-85 and protect it from the Panzerfaust from Ostrupen or even from units charging it just to get map control because the SU is not able to deal with infantry.
Man, I would love a slow-mo. I could have hit slow-mo. Like, when we see a fight like that starting, we can only watch it once, but we could watch it slow. But, you know, of course, I would never do that. You want to see it in real time first. The new Su-85's on, but I would love to pick apart that one moment. You know, there was about 20 seconds of incredible intensity there, and I would love to go and look at every single unit and see what they could have done. You know, like, did every conscript throw their nades? Did you know, when could the snipers have retreated or improved their position? You know, how good was the Su-85 micro, the P4 micro? That was really a decisive moment, and so much happened in that moment. Man, I would just love to be able to like analyze it via some kind of replay.
And definitely Jesulin's Austrian micro is top notch. He's even like expecting a mine there, and he's Austrian, man, 32 kills. Definitely very well used.
And you know how much he prizes the Ostwind because, you know, both the P4 and the Ostwind were really hurt after that. It annihilates another squad. But you know, Jeslin chose to repair the Ostwind first, and so you know he treasures that unit.
Yeah, because he knows he had a lot, the better map control between him and Barton. So he knows that the only issues he has to face is infantry. Well, of course now Barton got another SU. But he knows that the issue he has to face is infantry now, so that's why he repaired the Austrian. I think that Barton might use the Su-85 a bit better. The SU is not very good against infantry, so I would use prioritized vehicles ability on that.
That's an ability?
Yeah, it's like you activate it and the SU will just attack tanks.
Is that a commander thing, or is that always there now?
It's on all vehicles, basically. Or
all vehicles have that now?
Not all, but almost all.
Wow, yeah, definitely.
Especially those that are focused on destroying other tanks. Like
he put it on hold fire. He was like, free fire, hold fire. He's switching around between the modes.
Yeah, and now he also activated the right ability. Yeah, now he's breached the gate, but it's not like the SU is going to hit those Austrian. Especially on the move. So Barton is now starting to recreate that infantry force he had before. But
look at this beautiful Faust by some forward Austrian. I mean, Jeslin has made the most of this doctrine.
Yeah, he made the most, and now he might be able to. Oh, what a great thing he just did! He used railway artillery, so
to flush him forward.
Yeah, the SU is first to move forward. So if Jeslin would try to circle it right now, he would definitely get the SU because it's in a very bad position and it has damaged engine.
It seems like Jeslin didn't want to commit to the attack though. He's moving his second P4 into position.
Maybe he showed some respect. Doesn't want to base rush Bart.
Yeah, base rushing.
Oh, but he killed the sniper.
How? Where?
I think railway.
The railway got it in the base. Oh, that's a tough break. Oh man, such a large front line. Hard to obs. Obs challenge. Difficult.
You can see that there is a corpse right on the left of the HQ, and there is a sniper rifle next to it.
Oh yeah.
Well, the corpse is buried.
Yep, there's the sniper rifle. Right you are, Marcus. Beautifully found. Very nice. That's a tough break. More again? Wow, it's like no cooldown. More railway already coming in. It makes a hell of an explosion, so we'll be able to enjoy. Let's go cinematic and enjoy some railway already, my friends. Damn!
Wow.
That bad boy.
That SU is. Oh, so
Direct
by the
hit,
railway.
right? Score a direct hit. Who was that? Gustav? Bertha? What are the names of railway guns? Man. Nasty. Nasty. Well played by Jeslin. I think he's shutting the door. It might be time for Barton to raise the white flag.
And that Austrian man is totally on fire.
Right,
Rushing the
intriguing in.
base.
41 kills. Oh, he is suffering. Oh no, is he just gonna throw it away right at the end? 46. Railway is ready. Oh no, Ostwind. Oh, poor Ostwind, but Railway on the base. Barton moving forward to try to avoid it. He's moving into P4 fire. Railway artery following behind him. Man. Oh, it's a shame to see that Ostwind fall. I don't like that Jesulin just suicided in there. I mean, the conscripts do still have anti-tank capabilities. Maybe he was just seeing how much he could get away with, you know, like testing the boundaries of his Ostwind power.
Yeah. Admit it, you were almost going to give that Austrian an aid. Like you do with snipers.
He deserved one. He earned it. He almost got to 50 kills. And yeah, okay. GG timing, Barton. GG timing, bro. Now's the time. We wouldn't see it even if you said. They might be chatting now for all we know. We would really like Relic to add observer ability to see the chat.
Yeah.
I mean, referees need it to referee a tournament game. You know, like if there's some kind of rule where once you say GG, the game's over, and if they want to protect abuse like they say they do, you know, they added this weird like censorship in the chat. If they want to do all that, then allow referees to see the chat when we're in observer mode. That's very, very important. Please, Relic, add that at your earliest convenience. I know you guys are busy, but we are enjoying OBS mode overall, aren't we, Marcus?
Oh yeah, we definitely are, man.
Oh man, 3 P4s in your face. Railway artillery falling on your HQ. There's a nice scene. Let's go cinematic. Oh wow. You can't even see his infantry. They're back there in the smoke somewhere. Did Tier 1 just fall? So this is your Axis nightmare, and there finally Barton throws in the towel. Well played, GG. Good game, guys.
Good game.
That was a very excellent game. We were privileged to witness it. Barton made a nice push back with when the Su-85 first came out, and he had those two snipers alive. But you called it, man. Jeslin went for the push, and he was very successful. That was a great moment. It would be nice to see it again in slow motion. I'm sure Barton could have done a few things better in the heat of that battle. I think he was pretty much focusing on microing his Su-85 and trying to keep his main gun faced forward, which is a task in itself, and he lost track of his infantry and perhaps didn't use as many of the conscript abilities as he could have. And so that was a decisive push. Well played, Jeslin. That was great. So how many games? We've done 2 or 3 games so far, Marcus, and we're good to keep going, right? We're just getting started.
Oh yeah, definitely. And actually, just to mention that feature that Relic added in the observer mode, at the end of the game, you can also save the replay of the game that you just spectated.
That's right.
So you can watch it again if you want. And that's very good because it doesn't require you to like get the replay anywhere else. It's like you are in that game, so you can save it and watch it when you want.
So for example, like if that was an SNF game, I would just save the replay, I would go to break, and then when I came back, you and I could do like a slow-mo analysis of that fight in like 1/4 speed or 1/2 speed before the next game started.
Yeah, the only issue is that, of course, you have to go all through the game to reach that.
But as long as I've got a little bit of lead time in between, and we can set it up, and so maybe we'll be able to, you know what we suggested also is like a telestrator thing where we can draw lines on the screen and point to like this unit and select this unit and that. So that would be cool, especially when we're in like observer party mode. Like if you could
Yeah.
be drawing on the screen while I'm controlling the camera, that would be so sweet. So maybe we'll get a
That's good.
telestrator. It has been requested. Well played, Jeslin. Well played, Barton. That was a
Well
treat.
played.
We're gonna go to break now and get some refreshments going. Maybe
Yeah.
stretch a bit, and then we'll be back with more right after this. Stay with us, folks. Thanks for joining us.
See you later.